you're wearing not pajamas, right? I don't like to make this super big difference. Like even between wrestling and jiu-jitsu and judo, it's all combat sports. Conceptually, they all share things. They're just siblings.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched a lot more jiu-jitsu specifically recently.
Yeah.
And I just find a lot of the high-level gi fights so boring to watch.
Dude, I find jiu-jitsu boring to watch, to be honest.
Yeah.
I find all the sports I like to do very boring to watch. I don't like watching sports. I would much rather be doing the sport, personally, right? Jiu-jitsu is only interesting if you're like...
Because you can understand, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
If as a spectator who never, like, there's no way.
It sucks.
Yeah,
It's a horrible sport.
I did judo when I was younger, so I know the gi, I know what to do with it.
But you understand judo on a judo level, because judo and jiu-jitsu and gi, especially now, because judo and jiu-jitsu has diverged because of the time spent. There's so much innovation in ground gi jiu-jitsu that has evolved to it. I mean, and it's not to say like these are all new things. There's spider guard looking things in judo too back in the day, but like we don't see that normally in judo anymore. So like a lot of these weird intricacies with like judo grips, like unless you're doing, and I don't even do it, so I get bored too. Let me preface that. I watch jiu-jitsu and the gi, and I'm like watching them do all these things, and it's like I'm watching, I'm like, man, 5-second skips until something changes, and I'm like, okay. Then I go back and watch it again. It's boring as hell, man. I don't watch sports unless I'm studying it to do something, unless I'm studying it to improve something for me.
But that was me. I watched it to see, hey, maybe I want to do gi stuff as well, and I just see them hang out in this, like, I don't know, I think they call it lasso guard or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a little boring shit out
It's super boring.
It's
But again,
kind of fun to play though.
it is. When you're doing it, it's way more fun.
Yeah, it's way more fun.
Yeah. It's, again, like, and then once you start playing it, then it becomes a little more interesting, but again, even then, but that's like the same, like, leg lock was for a while boring for people. Like, not the Nogi guys, because they were doing it, right? But for gi dudes watching, like, people entangle, like, people sit down, and then they're, like, in these positions, and if you're not somebody that does leg locks, you're like,
What the hell's going on?
yeah, this is, if you're a layman watching Nogi jiu-jitsu doing leg locks, and your only understanding of jiu-jitsu is it's supposed to be a combat sport, and then you watch some guy in this position, like you're like,
That guy's winning?
yeah, that guy, exactly, that guy's winning.
Yeah.
You know, I showed in my freaking one of my university classes, jiu-jitsu. I showed Miraz, who's like a high-level Nogi guy.
Yeah.
Finish people off, and he grabbed and he sat down, and then the guys are like, the people who don't do any martial arts are like, I don't get this sport. This is ridiculous. Why is he just sitting down? And I'm like, I'm sitting there trying to explain, and I'm like, I have to stop because that's the reality.
Yeah.
You know, unless you're involved in that thing, we like this stuff, so we think leg locks are cool. But if we don't do leg locks, we'll look at it and be like, that's the dorkiest thing ever. You know what I mean? Like, it's silly as hell. Like,
You gotta experience jiu-jitsu.
you gotta experience it, yeah. And it's the same with the gi. Like, and again, even then, I still don't like necessarily doing a lot of gi stuff. My gi stuff generally tends to be very like friendly toward Nogi as well, because I like doing jiu-jitsu. I like grappling.
It's only days to have a game that translates.
Yeah,
both,
you know.
for sure.
Now I'm doing judo, so I do some more of the pellet things specifically for stand-up. But even then, like those things are transferable. This and this, this is this and this.
Right. I mean, you can't really grab the belt or anything.
Yeah, I even got the bag.
I mean, in judo, yeah.
Yeah.
In Nogi, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a time when people would wear pants, gi pants, and Nogi, and you could grab the pants. And that's such the Eddie Brown. It's such a goofy thing. Take it easy, brother.
You too. See you never again, I guess.
No, I got one more week. I got one more week.
Wow.
Trying to do this.
Yeah, just sit down.
I'm just like, I'm sorry, man.
No, it's good. We got apologize. This shit's hard. I get it. Sorry. That's my secret trick. Keep them in the nuts. Yeah. thing I'm working on, honestly, sounds so dumb. It's so simple. It's just going from here to here, maintaining this position. Yeah. Because that's how I get guillotined all the time. It's my lower back is broken already, and then I get collapsed easily, right? If I'm here and they start to break my head, hips in. It's just little things, you know what I mean?
That's like you said, like, that's there.
Yeah.
We've been choked enough times. You're like, finally.
Yeah, it's coming. And I worked on this.
You're starting the game.
Yeah.
Here, right? This is bad.
Yeah.
That's super bad. I want my hip in front too.
Yeah.
Like here and
Like,
then.
I don't like to be there if I can help it because being a smaller person, I get lifted.
Okay.
Only time I get here is if I'm ready to move forward. Oftentimes, if I get to this position, I'm here now.
Okay.
Where my hips are facing, like driving through your hips.
Yeah.
And because I have inside position, you know what I mean? Like you're now I'm going to make more than anything else.
Right.
And then I can start to turn. And now I feel okay to turn. Because I know, I say that and I still do it, right? I still do this. I get here, and oftentimes I have to just fucking backward. I haven't taken control of the hips and it's just taking backward, lifting me up. And I'm like,
Yeah, because I like just trying to work off the stuff with the body lock, just other than basic. You know what I mean? Like,
try that. So instead of going, you see how you're going like this?
yeah.
If you need that, go ahead and step in. I can also step in. There's nothing that stops me. So think about getting step your knee, point your knee right here. Step in and point your knee right here. Yeah, and then turn your hips into me. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is different.
That's nasty.
It's horrible. You're not now in that position.
Right.
Your hips are forward, right? Head up, head up.
Yeah.
This now from here. Now step back with that leg and then turn.
Yeah.
It's so much easier.
Okay. Connecting the hips.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I try. That's what I try. Doesn't always work because it takes a long time to actually find success in this stuff. But
Good to have an option.
yeah.
Yeah. Everything's wrong there. My hips are back, but then
Yeah,
I think I need to be in here.
yeah. Yeah.
Right.
This is terrible.
That's terrible.
Because I can't drive forward anymore.
Right.
And you're so close that I can't go behind anymore either.
On the back, I need to be in like
Yeah,
this.
exactly. If you're here, this is where
That's where
you get taken forward. But not me. I'm still trying to figure out how to generate that forward pull. It's so hard for me. But
It's probably just a time thing.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, go for it.
Nice.
Right on top of my neck.
Just want to see if I can get that far away.
Yeah. Remember, like, in high school, I used to love a sweep signal.
Yeah.
Where
Cut it on the horn.
you like pop them and then spin.
Yeah.
And then when I started doing jujitsu, like, I discovered the gi.
Yeah.
And that was my favorite shit. And I did mostly gi jujitsu. And I was like,
You can hang on them.
so when you can like swing around.
Yeah.
And then now that I got back to real gi,
Feel some awkward.
I was like, what's my grab?
Yeah.
Swing on.
Try this. So do that single leg. That ankle kick on me. So you like face that ankle. You guys step back, and then you can run that corner other side.
Yeah.
Like, if I run this.
Essentially, I was like,
Yeah, you can always reach inside. Just ignore that.
Yeah, would you grab the shoulder while you do it?
Especially, that probably works best if you have like, you know, like. I would do try that. So
With the squeeze in?
yeah. So like instead of even going for the ankle, like fade toward this side, open on this side, and then cut around the corner the opposite way now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, create that. Yeah.
Because that sweep requires you to have that like 1-2 side, right?
Yeah.
And that's where like hanging normally comes from for gi, but we don't have the gi, so you create this arm thing instead. So it's like you go, what? Yeah. And then you can finish it low, high, run.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
I stuff. Dude.
Yeah. The tie to coach.
Yeah.
I felt like it's good.
Like beat me to it.
Yeah. I had that happen to me like last week, that's why I remember.
I'm here. You immediately do that.
So yeah, you're chopping, keeping the hand.
Yeah.
When I chop, I like to throw the hand. It's like a shoveling effect.
Oh, and then you just spin around.
Yeah.
There.
And then I just immediately
Spin
put
around.
my body. I don't even spin around. I just literally will like,
Oh, okay.
and then I drive forward, so the weight goes on the hand, and they're busy landing. And the more I drive them forward, the less they can do.
Right.
Right? Because only way for them to, they have to like sit through, but it's hard if the weight's on their hand.
Yeah.
So they can only like collapse, and then I have time to lay something.
I like it.
And if they manage to get up, I do a better job first of all. If they manage to like go from here to here, then I can take them this way.
Cool.
Because so much weight's having to, you know what I mean? I have to really overcome that weight falling forward.
The other thing you're doing to me, you're just picking.
Oh yeah, I'm just going 1, 2. Whether I have this,
Go over the
or
platform.
whether you have, yeah, you send me, send there, I'm just going, it's as if I have an underhook. But I'm doing it off of a Russian tie. So as soon as I go to Russian, right? Not from the, I take the inside position.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Instead of trying to fight it right now,
Yeah.
it's like I get it, and just immediately, so instead of framing
Yeah.
like that, I just, and usually they have to let go, then I can
That's good.
put my body just like that.
Yep.
Very good. I was going for the same thing. I could not finish the deal. You gotta get in with your whole body. You're trying to reach like this,
Yeah.
right? You gotta like just go with the whole body. Cause then, if you don't go into large, just reach with your leg, there's nothing to take my weight over.
Right.
So now go into your whole body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then my whole body will catch that first.
Yeah.
And I end up in this position. I talk about this a lot in like takedowns. I never get that person across their feet.
Yeah.
It's just like
Beautiful.
that's all I want. I mean,
You guys get tired?
yeah.
Stamina is something we have to work on here. First Monday?
Yeah.
Let me know if you need something for that.
Definitely be it for the world.
Oh, good.
Bail!
Sustain it.
Thank you, man. Oh,
That's fine.
you thought they gave key, but they do right there.
It was good. It was good back and forth.
Yeah.
You're from the road, like you don't. Literally, you're stronger, but like you don't ever.
There's no 90 mistakes.
Yeah. It's nice. It's nice to have that. Where I don't have to be like think twice. Like if I shoot, am I just gonna get my head smashed into the ground?
Well, it's longevity, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's like,
Doing good, doing good, doing good.
No.
I have to do it a certain way.
Yeah. Have fun, man.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, thank you.
I gotta go.
It's a pleasure as always.
Yes, thanks very much.
Thank you. I hope it was good. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Well, something.
give me something to continue to work on
Yeah.
instead of just powering down on single.
Yeah.
I can work some of that
But
stuff.
all of that, again, all of that ties back into the single. A
Yeah.
good fundamental single, right? Because you're going to start hitting those doubles, and they're going to be like, I don't want to put the head out anymore. And then they're going to, instead of going like this, they're going to try to push your head this way. Right? And then you got to still run the single, or if they really turn, then you got to catch and drop. So all of it comes back to a strong fundamental understanding of how that position works.